Right guys, I've decided to do something different for this video. I've recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm going to do a tour of my workshop. This is what it looks like from the outside, so come with me and let's have a look what it's like on the inside. As you can see, this is how I get my power into my shed, just through the window that I made. You can see multi-antenna joinery on that. All that was handmade. Let's head in the shed. Right, I'm going to start from left to right and work my way around. In the left hand corner we've got the second hand 14-inch bandsaw that I brought about 4 or 5 months ago now. I brought it with the intention to fix it up. I'm looking for a spare part for the top of the wheel assembly, so as soon as I order that I should be able to get it working again. You may have seen on my While the Glue Dries episode on my second channel, there's a link to that in the description. I was asking for suggestions how I could fix the existing one, and I tried the suggestions and nothing worked. The other owner must have used some epoxy to glue in the pins so them in there solid, so I'll have to get a replacement for that. But hopefully when that's sorted I'm going to clean it all out, and I'm even thinking of painting it. I think I might paint it black because I'm not very keen on that green colour. There's just scrap wood all over the place. I did think about cleaning it all away, but I thought that that's not a true representation of what my workshop's like most of the time, so that's why I've left it like this. Trust me, it's cleaner than it was before that. I've got my new belt sander, disc sander combination. I've got nowhere to keep it permanently, so I've just got it down there for the time being, and I can move it. This is all of my scrap wood, so you can see the kind of stuff that I'm keeping. I don't like to throw nothing away, as I think many woodworkers have. Here's some of my first attempts at that headphone stand that I've done last week. Be a link to that in the description if you want to watch that one. Got some olive wood, some ash. There's just all bits and bobs here. I've got to sort it all out, to be honest with you, what I think I will actually use. Here, this is the pallet challenge that was run by Sterling Davis, and this was the mini workbench that I made. That was supposed to be a coffee table to start off with, but it didn't go to plan, so I changed the use. Just a couple of screws and it's hung up on there, but I'm actually working on a new mini workbench at the minute because I've had a splurge on some hand tools, to be honest with you. I was looking, watching Mac Ramona's videos recently, and I blame him, to be honest. I've got into the hand work and everything like that, so I went and had a splurge over on Woodworkers Workshop. I'll leave a link to that store in the description, because the selection that they've got, it's brilliant. So I just went through that and I've had a bit of a splurge, so I'll do a video when I get that through the post. Over here, this is where I've got my miter saw set up. It's the Evolution miter saw, double bevel, so it goes both ways, sliding miter saw. It's brilliant, to be honest with you. I am planning on doing a review for it, because if anybody's thinking about getting this model, I think it's always handy to know what people think who've been using it. So I'm not sure when I'll get round to doing it, because I've got a couple of projects I need to do at the minute, so keep an eye out for that one. I've got my bench grinder. Mum and Nan brought me that, and it was to go with my lathe, so for sharpening the tools and stuff. Makita 18 volt combi drill, really good drill this was. I got it from B&Q, it was on offer. I think it was £90 at the time, and I got some bits with it and stuff, but I think it was well worth the money. Before that I'd got cheap old drills and they kept burning out the motors on them, so I thought, forget about spending 20 quid here and there all the while, just put the money out and get a good quality tool. So really pleased with that. I want to upgrade it soon to lithium ion, so I might be selling that soon. I've got my new thickness planer jointer combination that I've done a review for. I've got my Clark scroll saw, there is a load of rubbish, and then right back in the corner there's my lathe. I did have my lathe up on here, but I blame my tools. They keep bending and it's just put me off, so until I can afford some good quality tools, I think that'll stop there, to be honest with you. I've got my two grippers, can't be without them. They're handy. Right here, I can just grab them when I'm using the table saw, and I can just get on with the cut, so they're ideal to have them here. I've got all my screws stacked up along the side, and I can clearly see the sizes and stuff. And I've got the ones that I'm using at the minute out at the bottom. I've got rulers and pencils and different bits and bobs in this little cardboard box. This was a doweling jig that I brought, and I've never actually used it yet, but who knows, I might need to use it. A little unit. I was going to keep screws and bits in here, but when it arrived I didn't think it'd be this small, so it's just there. This is the box to a vice that my nan brought me, and I've actually got it out here at the minute, and that's what I'm working on for next week's project. I'm going to be making a mini workbench, and I'm going to be fitting the vice on, like I said, so I can use my new hand tools when they come. Out here on the side, the most used pieces of equipment, I've got my safety glasses, my hammer, steel ruler, square. This is a remote control, so I can control the shop vac, so I don't have to keep pressing the button on that, which is really handy. And of course, tape measure. This is where I got all my power. It's not ideal, just an extension lead that runs out the window like you saw, and there's another extension lead at the back for my LED lights, which I'm up there. I need to sort out my lighting better, but for the time being they do the job. Down here I've got a load of MDF. I originally had that cut, I got it from B&Q, and that was going to be a kid's toy box, but I changed my mind with it and I've just got it there, so if I make any templates or jigs I've got MDF there. These are some pieces of decking that I started making an octagon table, and I lost interest over the summer, so time just stored in there. My router table with a heater on at the minute because it's freezing in here. I got rid of my Stanley heater, if you saw that in the While the Glue Dries episode last time. It kept blowing the heat switch on the extension lead, so I took that back, and the money that I got back from the refund, that's what I've put towards getting my hand tool, so I can justify it for that. Down here underneath the router table is I've got my multi-tool, my orbital sander, sandpaper, chisels, glue. Under here is where I used to have all my spray paint and stuff. I've got some more glue. I've got my biscuits, stains, dowels, tapes, just all bits and bobs like that. In the side I've got my storage for router bits, and here's the template for the headphone stand I done last time. I've got some replacement bulbs in there as well. And on the right hand side of the router table I've got a sketchbook for when I come up with my ideas. I can just quickly sketch away in that and keep a note of it. I've got my shop chair, because as you will know I spend most of my time sitting in here. I'll do a couple of cuts and then I've got to sit down for 5 minutes, but it's not ideal, but it's got to be done. Now this is what I look stupid wearing. Whenever you see a shop where it's like, from my point of view, I have to wear this. You want to laugh? So this is what I have to look like when I'm doing any video like that, so I hope it's worth it, because I've just been standing outside like that, so I hope my neighbours wasn't looking through the window. This is again bits and bobs. I've got my small bandsaw that's a load of rubbish, but it's getting me through at the minute. Whenever I need to use it, it's ideal. I can just get it out and use it as and when I need it. I've got this little Bosch IXO screwdriver drill. Really surprised with this. I won this in a competition. Surprised with how strong it is. Put screws in, no bother. The torque on it is amazing. It's only 10.5 volt I think it is, but that is ideal for in the house. But being in the workshop, if my batteries run out and I haven't charged them, I can just jump to that and it just goes. I also won this in a competition from Bosch, and I've never got round to using it. As you can see, it's a bit dusty, but I can clean it off. But it's a laser level, so if you're fitting diodo rails or doing wallpaper around the base of the wall and stuff like that, it's the Bosch Quigo. If you wanted to have a look online, see what it is. As you can see as well, I got my circular saw. That's a Makita battery powered. I brought that second hand, and I think the motor's gone on it. It won't even cut through 6mm ply, never mind anything else. So that's just sitting there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It can go in the bin, to be honest with you. Got some more screwdriver bits, and my biscuit jointer and my jigsaw on here. Of course, all my wires coming out to the workshop. And then I've got drill bits and screwdrivers along the bottom. To the side of that, we've got my hand saws. This is an old second-hand tenon saw that I got, but all the blades blunt. So that's why I got a new one as well, coming from the woodworker's workshop. I've got a couple of sash clamps, spirit levels up there. This is the Craig jig stand that I've done. There'll be a link to the video if you haven't seen that in the description as well. Got my F clamps round here. Table saw when it's not in use, just up the corner, and I can slide it out into the middle of the workshop when I want to make a cut. I just got my charger on here at the minute for my Nikita combi drill, and that's just another stand for my camera. Got all the pieces cut ready. It's just got to be assembled. So hopefully I'll get that out next week and I can get the voice put on and everything ready. If you want to, I've had a couple of people ask me about the construction in the shed, and they says that they like the look of the roof. I've done it originally just to make it look nice, but it's actually made it feel a lot bigger in here. It gives you a lot more headroom. So I'll have some pictures up on the screen if you want to have a look at how I've done it, the joinery. It's all bird mouth joinery round the shed roof and everything, so I think I've done a good job. It was my first time ever doing anything like that. It took me about a month altogether to make the shed because I was still at college and I was working at Betfred as well at the time, so it was like at the weekends I was just putting this together, but I think it turned out alright. It's not too cold or anything, but it gets the job done. Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's not much of a tour because I haven't got that much space, but hopefully you get a better idea about where I'm working in and what I've got to deal with and stuff like that. Thank you so much for everybody who subscribed to my channel, for all the new people, but also for all of you that's been with me right from the very start. I can't believe that I'm over 1,000 subscribers already. It's amazing, to be honest with you. Look out for next week's video, which is going to be the mini workbench. I hope you like that one. So thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to leave a comment, please do so. If you want to share this with your friends, maybe they've got a small space and it could give them some ideas, please share it. And also subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching again.